Friends, hello and welcome on TechGuruSpeaks.com. Today I would like to describe Python input and language syntax. In Python programming language, the command line input with keyboards can be taken using the input function. Apart from Python input, I'll also discuss about Python language syntax, and I will be concentrating on some of the key features of Python language here, like how will you provide the Python comments in a program. There is no command terminator, that means there is no semicolon. Code indentation, that means there is no curly braces like C, C++ or Java. Python quotation, what is the meaning of single quotation, double quotation or triple quotation in Python? Multi-line statements, how can you incorporate multi-line statements in Python? And whether multiple statements can be written in a single line. So that we will see by means of Python programs, and for demonstration purpose I will use the spider ID. Now let's see what happens. So here comes the Python programming ID, that is spider. So here first I will be testing how to take input, that means keyboard input or the command line input for Python program. Say for example I would like to add two numbers, and here I am having integer numbers. So the function that I will use here named input. Now within bracket I have a string, like I would like to take the value of a here. Now this is in string, now it will be getting converted into int type by using the int function. Similarly I will have the value of another variable, and that is getting converted into integer. So now the two values are stored in a and b. Now we are adding them, and the result is stored in a variable named sum. And now we can display the value by using the print statement. That is a print function here basically. So now it is asking for the value. I'm writing here 10. Now I'm writing here 20. So it is showing the sum. Now the same program can be rewritten using floating point number. But here the function that I will use here to convert the string into floating point will be denoted by the float function. So I have to change the values accordingly. I have saved the program. Now I am going to run the program. So now we are going to add two floating point numbers. The previous program has been modified here. So suppose here we can provide floating point values, and the sum value will be shown accordingly. So this is the way to take keyboard input, that is a command line input, and we can have the int function or the float function to convert the string value into the integer type and the floating point type respectively. Now we'll see the different features of the Python programming language syntax. So it is a second program. So here I'll be starting with the comment. Like, in order to increase the readability of the program, we can add anywhere in the Python program. So it is basically starting with hash symbol. The hash symbol basically denoting the Python comment. So that is the idea of using Python comment in a program. Next comes no command terminator. That means what? We don't have to write semicolon after the print function. Without using semicolon, we can write the print function, which is not followed in C, C++ or Java. So here no command terminator is required. So you don't have to use any semicolon. Then comes code indentation. Like suppose we have got two variables a and b. A is having the value 10, b is having the value 5. Now if I am to put if and else part, like if a greater than b, I'll be printing the statement accordingly, like print a greater than b. Otherwise, that is the else part will get printed, that is print a less than b. But the thing is that after writing the relational operator part with respect to the if statement, I have not used any curly brace here, like the opening brace and the closing brace, like C++ or Java. Instead, I have used a proper indentation. So the indentation is mandatory while defining blocks. The same rule is applied to the loops also. Like whether it is while loop or for loop, you have to use the proper indentation for writing the block of code statements. The third thing is Python quotation. In Python, we can represent a string literal by using a single quotation, double quotation, or triple quotation. They will represent the same string literal, that is hello world. Now I would like to also give you some example of word, sentence, and paragraph. For word, I have used a single quotation. For sentence, I have used here double quotation. And for paragraph, I have used here triple quotation, and it can span multiple lines also. So that is the idea of using quotation in Python. Next comes the multi-line statement. I can have the line continuation character, that is the backslash symbol, for performing the sum operation for three different values like 100, 200, and 300. They are actually added with each other to calculate the sum value. But here I have not written the three numbers in the same line. Instead, I have used the line continuation character to write them in a separate line. So that is the feature of multi-line statement. Now, lastly, I have got multiple statements in a single line. So here, in order to separate between the individual print statement, I have put a semicolon. So while you are putting multiple statements in a single line, you must use a semicolon as a separator symbol. So that is the idea of the Python language syntax. Now I would like to run it. So now I have got the result like hello Python. For no command terminator, like without using semicolon, the print function can be written. Then I have used the code indentation for if else. So here it is showing a greater than b because 10 greater than 5. Then I have used the same string literal using single quotation, double quotation, and triple quotation. But we are having the same value. Then I have tried to use the quotation, Python quotation. For word, I have used a single quotation. Sentence, I have used double quotation, and paragraph, I have used triple quotation. And I will be getting their values whenever I'll be using the corresponding variables, and they will be get printed on the screen by using the print function. Then I have used the multi-line statements, like I can have the line continuation character, and I can place them, like place the numbers in separate lines, but still we'll be able to calculate the sum that is shown over here. And lastly, I can have multiple statements in a single line, and they will be separated by the separator symbol semicolon. So I hope that we have thoroughly watched this video and understood the logic behind the programs. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll be requesting you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Here is the URL of my YouTube channel, and please visit my website for lot of useful information, and it is my official email ID. Have a nice day. Thank you all.